This means, of course, the general election is off to the races. Today, both the Democratic and Republican nominees for governor, David Crowley and Tom Tiffany, hit the campaign trail. Our Wisconsin State Capitol Bureau Chief Vanessa Kelson has the latest from both sides.
On Wednesday, the Democrats hosted a unity breakfast. The Democratic nominee for governor, David Crowley, broke bread with U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin, Congressman Mark Pocan, and his former competitors, including Francesca Hong.
Look, as we move forward into this general election, this isn't establishment versus progressive. This isn't insider versus outsider. This is Democrats defeating a MAGA extremist and Congressman Tom Tiffany.
Crowley says there's room in his campaign for Hong supporters.
We may not agree on everything, but it doesn't mean that we can't come to the negotiating table and figure out how we bring everybody under this big tent.
Outside of the restaurant in Middleton, we caught up with some Dane County voters. So you're the only one at this table that voted for David Crowley, it sounds like, in the primary? Isn't that a start? Yes. But now the whole table is coalescing for David Crowley.
Definitely support him.
The day after the election, Republican nominee Tom Tiffany also hit the campaign trail in DeForest.
Are you ready to win votes right here in Dane County? Because I can guarantee you, I'm ready to win votes here in Dane County.
He says Crowley winning the nomination over Hong doesn't change the race for him.
There is not a dime's worth of difference between the candidates that ran for the Democrat nomination. David Crowley will do the same stuff that Francesca Hong would have. He just didn't say it.
The Democrats are embarking on a 5-day, 17-stop tour across the state of Wisconsin to coalesce voters around Crowley as the nominee. Meanwhile, Republican nominee Tom Tiffany is also continuing to crisscross the state, kicking off campaign season ahead of the November general election. From the Wisconsin State Capitol, Vanessa Kelson.